Hi everyone. So I'm here with my three nieces and we have come up with a handful of questions to ask some youth in the community, how they've been dealing with the dramatic changes that they've needed to make lately, and just kind of how they're dealing with the current pandemic.
What does pandemic mean?
And also how they're managing with social distancing. So my first niece that's with me, if you want to tell us how old you are, where you're from, and what grade you're in.
I'm from Oxford County. I'm 15 and in grade 9.
Okay, thank you. What are some positive things that have come from this? And that can be anything, whether it be like your relationship with your sisters, or what are just some positive things that have come for this, or some positive things that you've been doing together or individually.
Me and my sisters have been, like I said, starting to get along more and doing different things together more. I've been getting some of the things done in my bedroom that I keep just pushing off because I'm busy or something. Like I've been trying to organize different things and stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, thank you for sharing. I'm going to ask for your next sister to join us, and we'll be right back. So now I'm here with niece number 2. So I'm going to ask you, how old are you, where are you from, and what grade are you in?
I'm from Oxford County. I am 12 and I'm in grade 7.
Okay, thank you. What have been some of your worries? What are some things that you've thought of that maybe people haven't answered that you've just maybe been thinking about?
I've been thinking about how my season has ended. I had a ringette season and I just was supposed to finish last week, and then I finished a month early. So I was thinking of some ways to keep ringette with me and keep practicing while I'm at home. FaceTiming one of my friends, and we have been going outside while we're FaceTiming and working on some of the skills that we worked on in our last practice before we ended our season.
Yeah, well, that's good. So you kind of worried about that, but then you resolved it as well, right? You kind of came up with a plan and did that to support yourself and also your friends. Okay, so I have niece number 3 with me, and I'm going to ask you to share how old you are, where you're from, and what grade you're in.
I'm from Oxford County. I am 9 years old and I'm in grade 3.
All right, thank you for sharing that. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and kind of similar to what I've asked your sisters, and I look forward to hearing your answers. So what are some unique or different things that you and your family have done during social distancing?
Me and my sisters don't really do scavenger hunts around the house as much, but I've been printing some off, and we've been running around the house and doing them all together. And to have fun doing them, we always use Easter baskets to collect them because they're egg-shaped.
That's awesome.
So, how old are you?
I am 9 years old.
And where do you live?
Oxford County.
Awesome. Okay, so I have a question for you. Okay, what are some important things that we need to do to make sure that we are doing during this time that this virus is happening?
Maybe we should just stay in our homes, right? And just distract yourself while you're inside your house, and then just trying to stay safe. And if you need to go shopping, I would prefer wearing a mask.
So can you tell me how old you are?
7.
And where do you live?
Oxford County.
Awesome. And can you tell me what you're doing now regarding social distancing?
staying away from other people.
Yeah? Is it fun or not so fun?
Like it.
You like it? Why is that?
Because I like staying healthy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah?
We still have lots of food
What
left.
happened? What else did you do for your birthday this year?
So, you got a
Birthday
cake.
You got a birthday cake? What else?
A big sign on my
You got a huge sign on your yard? Who did that?
the homework planning.
Oh, way cool. So did you have a bunch of people over at your house this year?
Yeah, they were honking us because it's my birthday.
Oh, so people drove by your house and honked?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
thank you.
We'll see you later. Hi. So, how old are you?
I'm 7.
And where do you live?
Upset
All right. And so, what are some unique things you and your family have done while maintaining social distancing?
Played games. We watched TV.
Mm-hmm.
We went for walks.
So, it's basically a lot of the stuff that you guys have been doing.
And a card game.
Cool.
I'm Christine, and I'm going to be interviewing someone that falls into the vulnerable population of the coronavirus. So, what is your name? How old are you, and where are you from?
My name is Christopher. I'm 17, and I'm a resident of Fox County.
So, how do you feel about the self-isolation and the social distancing that's going on right now?
It is quite boring, but it is a necessary thing for us to do so we don't spread this and hurt other people.
How does it feel to be part of the vulnerable population? You've had asthma most of your life, and how does that make you feel?
It's quite worrying that I could have a severe reaction if somebody doesn't wash their hands or self-quarantine as they should be.
Okay, thank you very much, Christopher.
You're welcome.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Ingersoll, Ontario.
And how old are you?
I am 20, turning 21 this year.
Okay. You're a student at Fanshawe College?
Yeah, I am. I'm in the dental assisting program.
Well, let's start at the beginning. When you found out about social isolation and quarantine and not being able to go to school, how did you feel about that? What were some of your worries?
At first, it was kind of fun because everybody else was on March break for like the elementary schools. So the first week, it was kind of a nice week to catch up on school because we just done midterms. So it was a good like buffer period. But then after that, it kind of started to suck because all of my school had to be transferred online, which wasn't something we were doing before. And one of the main problems is that my program is so hands-on that they're just trying to get all of my theory out of the way. But it's not always so simple because a lot of the things that I'm learning are in my clinics. So it's not like they can put it into a PowerPoint or they can send it to me online. It's something that you have to do hands-on.
So how has it been going with doing your schooling online?
It's been all right. It's been such like a change because I used to have such a set schedule that I'd go to school for, and I found that it made me more motivated to go to school and sit and just get things done. Whereas being at home is really, really hard to tell yourself to go downstairs and do a PowerPoint or go downstairs and finish a project or a lecture or whatever you're doing. It's really, really hard to just focus on that when your family's upstairs and you've got so many other things that you could be doing. It's really, really hard to just want to go downstairs and finish projects.
How have you been able to connect with friends while social distancing?
Yeah, so my best friend and I met at Walmart, and we sat and we parked our cars 6 feet away from each other and backed them up and sat in the back of our cars and talked, because we haven't seen each other since probably Christmas break. So it was nice to just get to see them but not be in the same space as them. So we're still following all of our rules, but I still got to see her, and it just makes everything a little bit better, because texting somebody doesn't give you the same kind of emotional connection as it does when you go to see them. So it actually just like made my entire week that I got to go and see her.
Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from Ingersoll, Ontario.
Okay. And how old are you?
I was 13 about a week ago, and now I'm 14 years old.
Okay. What's one of the things you miss most because of the isolation?
Because of the isolation, it really changes your perspective on what things were like. And you're like, well, this situation sucks, but there's also this on the other hand. Or like, if I ever was like, oh, this sucks and I wish this never happened and whatnot, if I ever said that before, I'm definitely wishing that would have happened instead of this right now. But it really does suck. And it has a toll on your mind as well.